Basically, my name is Yusuf Adebayo Adebisi. I'm currently a graduate student at the University of Oxford, studying for global health science and epidemiology. I finished from the University of Oxford, from the University of Ibadan, Nigeria, where I graduated with Bachelor of Pharmacy. So, for me, I always have it in mind to go for my graduate study in an Ivy League university abroad to build more capacity in the area that I'm interested in, which is global health. So, though I don't know that I'm going to further my study in Oxford, I don't really have that previous decision. But I know what I want to study and I know what I'm looking out for. So that's just where it just started. But for me, from undergraduate days, I've been involved in a lot of things, a lot of research, a lot of extracurricular activity in that area that I'm interested in. But of course, it has come with a lot of hard work, a lot of rejection, a lot of being resilient, and of course, being passionate about what one is interested in. So that's basically it.
Yeah, you've said a lot. How can somebody involved in these research activities or these extracurricular activities? How can somebody get involved with those things?
Well, for me, basically, I don't just want to finish pharmacy school with just pharmacy. I know that I'm interested in many things, so of course, I need to also build myself while still in pharmacy school. So during my undergraduate years, I know that I'm interested in research, but of course, I thought I should suppress that passion and maybe when I finish from pharmacy school. But when I attended a particular program called Global Health Focus Emerging Leaders Program at Obafemi Awolowo University, so that program really inspired me. Of course, I see that many students across the world doing amazing things even while they're still an undergraduate. Then I think I was in 200 level. So then I was really inspired that, oh, if these people can do this, then I also can also engage in things. So I started building capacity, started going through training, watching YouTube videos, following thought leaders on social media, doing all sort of things to build my capacity and learn more about research. Because I believe for you to be able to do research, of course, you need to be knowledgeable, and that's the first thing I acknowledge. I don't even know that any other benefit is actually attributed to that. I just know that this is what I'm interested in, and I'm interested in this particular area. And I started working hard, started getting involved in different things that will contribute to my capacity building, started attending conferences, started meeting with people, started learning. Because that's the first thing that has to precede anything that you're interested in. You need to build capacity. You need to learn. So I acknowledge that and I continue to, because pharmacy is far, like pharmacy is also part of, in a way, related to public health, but I'm related in core public health. So since then, I know that when I finish for pharmacy school, I'm going to further my education. I'm going to build more capacity. But of course, I need to start doing something now in that area that I'm interested in. I know many people find it difficult to even acknowledge what they are interested in or to even know what they are interested in. What I recommend for people is that the first thing you really need to do is to be ready to push yourself. Because if you want to do something that is extraordinary, you don't have to act like you are ordinary. Let me use that word. You have to make sure that you do things in a way that is going to hurt to you, and of course, you are going to make impact as time goes on. So it's basically about the drive, the passion, the motivation. So I started learning, started building capacity, started applying for different conferences, started learning about different research methods, started improving my writing skills. I remember then my writing skill is not really good as per when it comes to academic writing. So I know that I have to work on that. So I just believe that you, as an undergraduate or someone that is interested in something, you need to push yourself. So even if you don't know exactly what you are interested in, started, you need to start moving. You need to start getting involved in different things. So when you start getting involved in different things, that will inspire you. That will give you more information about what you are really interested in and how you can go about it. So you just need to heart. Yeah. So
Wow. Thank you. Me self, I am highly motivated already. The conferences you are attended, are they like national, that's within Nigeria, or you also attended international conferences?
I attended a number of international conferences and local conferences.
Okay, please, can you tell us the name of these conferences, I beg?
Yeah, I got full scholarship to attend the International Youth Conference in 2020. That conference held in Amsterdam, Netherlands. I got a full scholarship to also attend the World Healthcare Students Symposium in Kigali, Rwanda. I also got the opportunity to become a tobacco harm reduction scholar, and I attended the conference in Warsaw, Poland,
Wow.
and a number of conferences like that.
So you were doing all these things as a student, as a student.
Of course,
How
yes.
possible? That, like, how? That's what I want to ask now. How?
Well, the basic thing I would just say is that it's basically about. I already know what I'm interested in, and I think I need to pursue that now. And at the same time, I understand that I don't have to do things that will affect my education. At the end of the day, I still finish with the first class in pharmacy.
Wow. Wow.
But the point is, you know, you can't expect to do something extraordinary if you are not ready to put in the work. I know that I have to balance the two to do well in my academics, and at the same time to also engage in things I'm really passionate about, or things that will also contribute to my professional development. So I know that I have to strategize. I have to be able to balance the two, to manage my time properly, and of course to contribute. Like I said earlier, I have that deep passion that I don't just want to finish with just Bachelor of Pharmacy. I want to finish with something more. I want to build myself. I want to engage in more activity. I want to put myself out there. So it's more about you having that drive, and of course being ready to put yourself to do the real work. So of course, all these conferences I applied, I submitted research abstract and I was accepted, and I applied for travel grant and I was accepted. So all these things is just about you putting yourself out, applying for opportunities when they come. They are all available everywhere, and they prioritize students, they prioritize young healthcare professional. So it's basically about you. So if I don't apply for all this opportunity, I won't get them. So it's about you applying. It's about you knowing what you want, because I know what I wanted and I pursue those things. So it's about you. It's about pushing yourself out. It's about showing up. It's about you just do what you are passionate about and become fearless at it. You don't have to be worried about anything. But of course, I also do tell students that you need to balance the two. You need to balance your academics. At the same time, you also need to do well your academics, and also you also need to build yourself while still a student. I will actually recognize that part. Even one of the conferences was actually sponsored by the University of Ibadan.
Wow.
They give us to attend one particular conference. Then in Kigali, Rwanda. So
sir,
they supported us.
Help us to list. Please, sir, help us to list these opportunities, because me, I would like to attend.
No. Really, it's not about listing opportunities. There are many opportunities. There are opportunities everywhere. Really? But the thing is that you need to, like, of course, like I said earlier, this is what I'm interested in, and I continue to work in that path. Your own might be in another area that you're interested in, and you have to, of course, look for a way to build yourself in that area. So what is important is not really, opportunities are everywhere. Opportunities are, like, I tell people that opportunities, like, I have one of my friends now is in Kigali, Rwanda, attending a conference, international conference on public health. He applied for the opportunity and he was selected. He just finished last year for medical school. No, not last year, just last month, I mean. So the point is
he from UI?
Not from UI, from Lautech. Okay. And there are many students attending conferences, getting grants. Yeah. I have my PTs are also getting all these things. But one thing that we just say is that opportunities are everywhere. And one thing that you need to do to access this opportunity, that you have to demonstrate initiative in that particular area. For of course, let's say you are interested in HIV research. There are many conferences on HIV research. There are many opportunities in HIV research, but you need to start doing something. Of course, someone cannot tell me that you are interested in HIV research and you don't know International AIDS Society. So, for instance, if you are interested in cancer research, you should identify top organizations. You should identify leading researchers. You identify leading thought leaders in that particular area that you are interested in, and try as much as possible to get yourself updated with things happening in that area. Of course, you need to build yourself. You need to engage with people. You need to also improve your knowledge. But what is really important is that assessing opportunities everywhere. Like for instance, like next year there is International AIDS Conference that will be holding in Australia. For instance, if you are interested in HIV/AIDS and you are involved with IAS, International AIDS Society, you should be able to see this opportunity that is also is open now.
Okay.
So what I will advise maybe undergraduate to students is that you need to put yourself out. Opportunities are everywhere. If you are interested in crocodile research, there are people. Yeah, exactly. There are people interested in crocodile research, and there are a lot of funding, a lot of opportunity for you to build your interest further. If you are interested in lizard research, yeah, this way is funny, but there are opportunities everywhere. But you need to actually put yourself out. You need to search for this opportunity. You need to explore this area. It's not about opportunity, of course. Really, it's not really about opportunities everywhere. You also need to build yourself.
Wow. Yeah.
And that's what comes first. That's the first thing that should be in your mind. I want to build myself. I want to learn more so that I can make impact. I can impact other people. I can impact the society. I can engage in impactful work that will make real impact. So it's about doing all these little things that we also actually sum up to drive meaningful self-development. That of course will also contribute to the society, and of course you get more opportunities to do things that you love. So it's very, very important that you are actually acknowledge that fact that there are opportunities everywhere, but you really need to explore. You really need to search for them. You need to put yourself out. If you are interested in a particular area, look for follow top researchers, follow thought leaders, follow top organizations. They'll be able to provide you with, like for instance, if you look at LinkedIn, if you look at Twitter, if you look at Instagram, there are many of these organizations.
Yes,
there are many opportunities that we align with what you're interested in. Are you interested in cancer research? There are many organizations doing amazing work in cancer research. Why not follow them? Why not engage with them? If they have online meeting, why not attend? So all these things, for me, then, is not really about building my CV. It's about what I enjoy and what I love. And of course, everything is adding up and is opening a lot of ways, a lot of opportunities. But it is about being self-driven. Of course, nobody's pushing me that you have to do this, you have to do that. It's about me. I recognize that these areas I'm interested in it. I need to get involved. I need to build capacity. I need to learn. It's not even really about all these opportunities that later come by. It's really about me building myself, me learning more. And of course, opportunity will definitely come. That's what I tell people. You just continue, focus on self-development, focus on making impact. Are you interested in helping people? Why not set up maybe a team of people in your company? Engage in different things to help people in your community. Are you interested in guest education? Are you interested in this? Are you interested in that? Just look for a way to get yourself into it. But remember, as a student, one thing that is very important is that your education, your academics must not suffer. Be able to balance the two. If you cannot balance the two, then engage in things that will add to you, that will build your capacity. Maybe when you have break, or maybe when there is accident or something. So you can maximize all this time to add to yourself and to build capacity. So it is very, very important that your academics should not suffer. At the same time, you also have to build yourself. You also have to develop yourself as a student. It is very important.
So there are two websites I used to follow. There's one that's Opportunity Desk, and there's one that's Scholarship Region. Do you know about these websites?
Yes, I think at the early days I used them. Then I used to search for opportunities using these platforms. Yeah, it's good. There are many platforms like that where you can search for opportunities in your area of interest. And of course, what I just said now is even if you have a very good network of, let's say, a network of passionate individuals like you or like yourself, Then I remember that we share opportunities with each other. We know that, okay, even when it comes to research, when it comes to conferences, these are things that this person will be interested in. We share it with ourselves. So I believe that you also need to work on your network. And at the same time, all these platforms are also very, very useful, where you can access different opportunities for yourself. And of course, no other opportunity you can also share with others if you are not eligible to apply.
It's true.
Interesting question. Really, these programs, they are really competitive. Of course, you have to distinguish yourself that indeed you'll be able to cope with academic rigors, and of course you'll be able to do well, and you have demonstrate passion in the area that you're interested in. This is a postgraduate program. What I tell people is that if you are going for a postgraduate program, even though they expect that, okay, you are doing a master's, they will still teach you some things all over again. You have to demonstrate that indeed I'm passionate about this area. And what have you been doing in previous years that actually demonstrate that? The world has moved beyond, oh, I'm passionate about this area, I want to go for this master's. Of course, everyone is passionate about this particular. What have you done, and what can you show that you've done in the past that demonstrates that major passion that you've had in that area? For me, since my undergraduate days, I've been involved in a number of academic research. I've been involved in many areas in public health, global health, in epidemiological related research, and all these previous experience have shown that, oh, indeed, this person was. I just assume that's just it, because if you look at the kind of students that are actually admitted, you will see that they have passion for this field. So I will say it actually contributed to it. Everything that I've done in the past. Of course, you have to submit your CV and you have to demonstrate what you have done. So that's why I advise undergraduate students that even though doing leadership is very important, but you also need to do some things that are actually professional. For instance, if you are the president of your student body, that president, you will not be able to put it in your CV if you graduate from school. It might not be relevant to something that you applied for. It might not be useful. But for instance, let's say you attend one international conference or you attend a very important conference in your field. That will forever be in your CV.
Wow.
Let's say you have publication. You are the owner of this publication. You wrote it. You presented this particular topic in a conference. It will always be in your CV. Like if I apply to Oxford now, if I put that I'm a president of my student organization, might not really count. You know why? Because it's just about leadership. It's not directly related to things that I want to do in my postgraduate education. So you have to start building yourself as a professional while still an undergraduate. Make sure that your research project at the end of let's say your final year project, make sure that you get it published. Make sure you do things that is actually relevant to what you want to do after the undergraduate education. Let's say you want to go into you want to do something in relation to, let's say, smoking cessation. You want to maybe apply for something in public health. Let's say you are a pharmacy student. Let me use that as an example. You're a pharmacy student and you want to apply for a postgraduate area. Let's say in let me use another field. I don't want to use public health. Let's say you are interested in something in, let's say, computer science. Yeah, for instance. So you can look for a way maybe to do something in relation to computer. So you can decide to do something, or maybe computer-aided drug design, maybe something like that for your dissertation. So that will definitely show that, oh, this person is truly passionate. Even this person also he has a particular project in this particular area. So you have to be really strategic about what you want. So that's why it's always good that from undergraduates, you already know what is next. Though there's no deadline for you to know that, but it's always good because you will have been involved in things that will give you, that will build your profile, that will add to you, and of course improve your knowledge and make you more competitive.
Yes, sir.
So it is very, very important that one start as an undergraduate. And for me, I think my profile as an undergraduate actually adds up to the reason why I become more competitive for the admission. Because even my project is even in line with public health. Is in line with global health problems. So Doing that, we make it possible for you to be able to get more opportunities, and of course, for you to demonstrate passion, to demonstrate major interest in what you are interested in for your postgraduate study. So I think it's actually hard. Yeah, there are many scholarships available that you can apply to. Actually, I've discussed it this way. We have some scholarships that are actually general. We have, depending on the country, depending on the country, and depending on the program that you're interested in. Like for instance, if you are interested in let's say university in the US, there are many scholarships that are based in the US that of course you can apply to. We have Fulbright scholarship, we have many research assistantship that you can do, and you'll still be able to get scholarship to study in that university. Why for the UK we have a number of scholarships that are actually general, something like Chevney scholarship, Commonwealth scholarship, and many other scholarships that are actually based in different universities. So getting scholarship in maybe a particular institution should be basically about what you are interested in and the country that you want to attend, that you want to go to study. So let's say you want to go to, let's say, University of Oxford, for instance. For Oxford, there are many scholarships. I think they have over 1,000 scholarships each year that they give out to students.
Yeah.
But for you to be able to apply for this scholarship, you really need to know what you want. So the first thing is that if you know you want to study in the UK, there are scholarships that can cover your tuition, your living expenses across the UK. For instance, we have the Commonwealth scholarship, we have the Commonwealth scholarships, we have the Chevney scholarship. For Commonwealth scholarship, what you just have to do is that you have to identify a university, and you have to identify a particular course in that school. Then you apply. So, but for some schools, they also have some internal scholarships that you can apply to. For instance, some schools they will have maybe scholarship by the department. Like in my department, and they have many scholarships for students. And some of my classmates actually got that. Once they have the admission, they got the scholarship immediately. So it depends on what you want and the kind of opportunity that you want to explore. So for University of Oxford, for many universities in the UK, there are many internal scholarships that you can apply to. We also have general scholarship like Chebney, like Commonwealth scholarship, and some internal scholarship owned by the university and other maybe people from maybe some people that graduated from that school. They have some funding that they want to give out to students. But the first thing that I advise people to do is that identify the country that you want to, like not even the country, the university. Of course, if you are keen about maybe countries, you can also have that country. Okay, maybe I want to go to schools, maybe in Canada, for instance. Then you can start looking for universities in Canada. And the first thing that you have to do, since you know you don't have money to cover your tuition, the first thing you need to start looking out for is, after you've identified a particular program, do they have funding? All these things are usually available on the web page. I can tell you that everything that you need, the only thing you have to do is to do this research. Even you don't need to stretch yourself to develop to disturb yourself a lot about finding opportunities or looking for things. They are usually readily available to you. I tell people that opportunities are everywhere. For instance, now when I apply to Oxford, the first thing I search is, okay, I know that I'm interested in this program. This is the particular program I'm coming here for. What are the options that are available for me? What are the options that I can actually leverage on? Then I weigh those options. Then I look at opportunities to get involved and go for these opportunities. So the same thing. If you're in a particular university, look for that school. Look for the admission requirements. Look for what are the funding opportunities that are actually available to their students. Though there are many general scholarships that you can apply to, but there are still internal scholarships within the university that you can explore.
Yes, sir.
So it's really about where you want to go, the program that you're interested in, and how competitive yourself competitive. Right from undergraduate, get involved in things in that area that will distinguish you. That this person is really outstanding, and we can give this person the opportunity to come to our university or to come and study. So it's basically about where you want to go, the course that you want to study, and of course, explore those opportunities that are available in the university and in that country. Like for Canada, they have some scholarship by the government. So if you search for all these things online, you will see them.
Yes,
If you want to look at the particular, for US now, they do all this graduate assistantship, research assistantship, where you actually work for the university and they will pay your tuition. They will also give you stipend. That's common in the US. In the UK, we have some scholarship based in the university, some scholarship by the UK government. We also have some other external scholarships based in the UK. So it's about you exploring and you know, okay, this is what I'm interested in. Okay, let me go for it. When is it going to be open? So as an undergraduate or a student now, you can start looking for this opportunity. You don't need to apply now. You can start writing them now, okay, oh, this person put it on LinkedIn that he or she got this particular scholarship. Write it down. Note this scholarship down for the future. So you don't need to apply now. Of course, you don't need to apply now. You are not ready to apply now. But of course, note all this scholarship down. They are available everywhere. Go to Google, search list of scholarship to study in the UK. They are there. So, but many people miss this opportunity because they don't keep track. Oh, they just remember, oh, I missed this deadline. Like if you are something, you can track it. Yes, you can. That's why I tell you, you need to track. Of course, write it down. Okay, this scholarship is available in this institution. You are not too, if you are interested in that as an undergraduate, it's not too early for you to start doing those things. Just pen all these things down, then note the usual time when it will be open for people to apply. Then put at the back of your mind, look for the profile of people that have won it in the past. If you look at their profile, what do you think is unique about their profile? Search for them, look at their profile, look at what they've done before, and all these things will give you possible insight on how to make yourself more competitive for all these opportunities. Opportunities are everywhere. Go to Google that, search for a list of scholarship available in Canada, list of scholarship available in Australia, list of scholarship available. You will see everything there. But what you have to do as an individual is to get prepared and know what you want. If you know what you want, like, okay, of course, you know that you want to study this particular course. What are the options that are available for me in terms of scholarship? Which country is well known for it? So all these things, we actually prepare you and prepare your mind to apply for different opportunities in your area of interest.
Thank you so much for coming. Or is there any other thing you would like to tell us?
Well, let me just send it out to maybe students. One thing is about undergraduate years is that we believe that we have time to explore many things. Of course, we do have time. But as an undergraduate, as students, I think one interesting thing is that if you start now, it's not too bad. Of course, start thinking about what you are interested in and what you want to really do, what you want to do after your program. It's not too early, it's not too late. So, but it is important that you start early as much as possible to be able to get involved in things that will make you more competitive for where you see yourself, maybe in the next 5 years, in the next 6 years, in the next 20 years, or what you want to become. So, as an undergraduate, start thinking about that now. It's not about you with, oh, when I finish from school, that's when I will start thinking of what I want to do with my degree. Of course, some people, I know people that move from what they are doing. I know people that finish from Agric and they are now doing something in computer science. What I will tell you, one unique thing about these people is that from their undergraduate, they started doing things in that line of computer science. They started building themselves in that particular field that they want to go into. So identify that now. If you know that, okay, I'm doing this particular course, I'm not really interested in it. What are you interested in? Do well in that particular course, and at the same time, look for a way to be able to explore other areas that you are interested in, and look for a way to build capacity in that area that you want to explore. Are you interested in this particular program? Maybe you want to move from a particular field to another field. What you just have to do is that you need to build capacity, you need to continue to learn, you need to continue to grow, you need to show that you have passion. I've seen people that finish from a particular program that is not related and they are doing another master's or PhD in another field. It's possible. So, but it's about being prepared, and of course, you identify what you are interested in early, and you're able to demonstrate that interest and passion to be able to do well in that new area that you're interested in. So, that's basically it.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. That means the course you studied in your undergraduate might not really have enough effect if you are like exploring opportunities in another field.
Yeah, I would say that because I've seen people that finish from an or a feed. I know people in my class right now. They finish from electrical engineering.
Wow.
I need one person. Yeah, he finished from electronic engineering, and he has moved into global health now. He's doing
Wow.
his masters in science and epidemiology. You see people that finish. I see people. People in my class. Some of them finish from maybe biological sciences, and they're now in public health. They're now doing something in global health, epidemiology. So but if you look at their profile, they've done something in the past that actually shows that they are truly interested in this area and they know what they want from this program. Masters, even though masters is an opportunity for you to learn more about research in a particular area, to be able to learn the rudiments of research, and to be able to build yourself further in that particular line. So if you have shown some level of interest, maybe based on maybe based on previous employment, or maybe based on what you've done, then you can demonstrate that indeed I'm interested in this particular area. I know people that finish from geography, they are doing something in public health now. Geography that is not science, so they are in geography, they finish from geography arts, and they're not doing something in.
How do you manage to like go for these international conferences and still you are not like lagging behind with the workload over here?
Thank you very much for that question. I would say the department, like Faculty of Pharmacy, University of Ibadan, they are really supportive.
Okay.
Like most of the time, not really. When we've traveled before. I've used some of my classmates too. We traveled before, and we had tests. Yes, I think so. Yeah, we had tests in that particular week. We just need to write a letter to the department, and they give us the opportunity to attend that conference. And when we come back, we have to write a makeup test. And in some departments that don't do makeup tests for us, our exam is out of 100.
Wow.
You understand? So, of course, it is really from the support of the department. And most of the time, I'm also lucky that most of these events actually falls maybe during the break or at the beginning of the section.